Hello, my dear friends. Today we continue our story about Kyiv, and I'd like to present you one of the most visited, one of the highlight of Kyiv. This is Saint Sophia. This is UNESCO Heritage and the oldest church of the Eastern Europe. So if you go to Kyiv, I recommend you to go to Saint Sophia. You will be impressed by many things. So in Saint Sophia there are this is the place there are the biggest amount of mosaics and frescoes inside of the Orthodox church. As you know, many mosaics had Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, but when Muslims came there, they just demolished them. So these mosaics you can see just in our church. One of the most impressed mosaic is Virgin Mary image on the front wall. If you just enter Saint Sophia, you will see the huge image of Virgin Mary just who look on you. She's really like real. So this is 6-meter image. It's made of small mosaic. It's small glass and precious items. And why Virgin Mary is so important, so popular here in Ukraine? There was a story that in 860 Kievan Prince Askold attacked Constantinople. In that time, Kievan princes were pagans. They didn't believe in Christian gods. So Askold also was pagan, and he tried to destroy the Constantinople. They came there by their ships, and local people, citizens of Constantinople, they were afraid of the pagans. Tribes, pagans, people, yes, Slavic people. They prayed to the Virgin Mary to help them. And when they prayed, Virgin Mary appeared just in front of the Slavs, in front of the local people, and suddenly there happened storm on the sea. Askold's ship sank down. So in such way, Virgin Mary helped citizens of Constantinople, and Askold and his army were so impressed by this image, by this event, that they became respect Christian gods. They told the story to their children, to their grandchildren, so we know about this story till now. And interesting that before 860 in Byzantine there were very popular so-called iconoclasm, when Christian they refuse icons. Many of them told that icons are not important, that we shouldn't make image of the god. So they destroyed any images. But interesting that after 860 the group of people who supported icons, they won this, and they started to make images. And this image of Virgin Mary from Hagia Sophia in Constantinople, from Hagia Sophia, you can see it's there on the wall. It's appeared there, it was painted there in 867, exactly in 7 years after Askold tried to attack the Byzantine. So in 988, Kievan Rus became Christian state. it changed religion from the pagans to Christianity. And such change gave this state opportunity to become one of the European state, I think, because it's became recognized between European state, between Christian state, not only Byzantine but also Western Europe. And very interesting that Kievan princes tried to marry with European princes, like Prince Vladimir, Kievan prince who was pagan and who baptized Kiev Rus. First he had 300 wives when he was pagan, but when he became Christian he married to a sister of Byzantine emperor, so he got just one wife. His son Yaroslav, he was married twice, and second time he married to Swedish princess Ingegerd. In Saint Sophia, in Soviet time, there were found sarcophagi, kind of ancient grave like this. Such kind of sarcophag they make of marble or different precious stones, and there were found the skeleton of woman about 50 years old who had North European image. According to Reconstruction, she looked like this. And scientists think that this skeleton belonged to the wife of Yaroslav the Wise. She was Swedish princess Ingegerd. It was very interesting woman. She was daughter of a Swedish king. She was engaged to Norway king. A Swedish king wanted to make like union, good relation with Norway king, so they wanted such kind of union in marriage. But in the last moment, Swedish king changed his mind and gave his daughter to Prince Yaroslav, to Kievan Rus Prince Yaroslav. Such kind of event you can see on video. I will upload you video about reconstruction of Yaroslav marriage, and this is evidence that Kiev Rus became very important between the European states. Her name was Ingegerd. She adopted Eastern Christianity. In that time there were no Orthodox and Catholic, but there was like Eastern Christianity, so she adopted it after marriage. And she got name Irina, like my name. So I'm very proud of this. Yaroslav the Wise built Saint Sophia, and in honor of his wife, they together built the church of Saint Irene. This church was close to Golden Gate, but unfortunately Bolshevik ruined it, this church. In that place you can see KGB office now, unfortunately. So she died here, and she probably was buried inside of Saint Sophia together with his husband. Yaroslav the Wise and Ingegerd, they had daughter, and they had some daughter, but the most famous of them was Anna, because exactly Anna became the queen of the France. Anna from Kiev, she married to Henry I, French king, and she became one of the rulers of France. When Henry died, she was looking after her son Philip, and in fact she ruled by France for some years. This is Henry the First, her husband. And here you can see our guide Nadia. She was in French, a small French town, in the ancient town. It's called Senlis. This is just 50 kilometers from France on the north. Exactly in this town there lived Anna after her husband's death. So you can see there are the monument of Anna. Local people respect her and make monument to her because they respect their queen. She was take care about religion. She took care about people. She started this monastery. This is so-called Abbey of Saint Vincent at Senlis. And exactly she made this this monastery. First it was monastery, and after it was education center, like school or university. So it stay there till now. There are many ancient houses. Very interesting that city mayor didn't allow to build new building here, so it's totally old town. If you go there, you can see just old monument from in Gothic style, in the Roman style. That is why our guide Nadia liked this city and this town much, and came there to see this beauty. So thank you for your attention, and see you next time. Bye bye.